How you guys doing? You can call me Emil. I'm gonna ask you to, in the sake of facial recognition recording, that you stop your cell phones and everything. In other countries, the very thing we are doing, video recording, is preventing people from protesting. Once a city becomes a surveillance state, there is very little incentive to be brave if you're going to be targeted. Right now, around Burlington, every year there are more and more police cameras. There is one watching UVM from the corner of Park Street and Colchester Avenue. Another one on North Street and North Winooski Avenue, and about 100 around the bus station. Everything that we do will be accessed and by some characters that are no good and for nefarious purposes. So saying so, as a Hispanic man, I have received police brutality, harassment. I have been confused by other people. I have seen my friends attack, his rights abrogated. And today I am here to speak on behalf of all the Latin people and of many of the Latin people who happens to be Africans of African descent, or who are just black that were kidnapped from Africa. On behalf of Black Lives Matters, I would like to request that we all unite in requiring our leaders the approval of 3 judges before charging anyone with any crime or searching anyone or anywhere. This is very, thank you. This is very, very important. A lot of minorities and people of colors, because of biased facial recognition machine, are the most confused by the one who actually committed the crime. Facial recognition machines are flawed and not perfect. In Vermont, every picture ID is put on a database that then is run by facial recognition. There has been attempts to stop this by the ACLU, and so far it's been stopped. But the ACLU never have a confirmation that all of these pictures of people who haven't even done any crimes or accused of anything will be removed from that database. Therefore, as it happened in honest countries, in other countries, when someone is charged with something, we should not jump and believe the cops. They most of the time lie. In fact, they are legally allowed to lie. These people who are not the finest of the finest, about 90% they only have high school education. Then they go for 3 months to a police academy. Then they are released to drive next to another asshole, redneck, ignorant person on that on that police car. And after 6 and 8 months, that's it. They are the finest of the finest. These bullies that volunteered to be cop, they were not nominated. They were itching to have this power trip. In other countries, cops need to have 4 years of college, and they are nominated. They are really the best of us, not the asshole of us. We therefore ask and require the approval of 3 judges before charging anyone or searching anyone, unless it's an in flagrante delicto, which means you are caught with the cookie in the jar. But if someone just say that you are the person who did this or did that, and then they arrest you and charge you. That is what we need to stop. We need to stop cops planting evidence against minorities and getting away with these crimes. We need to stop police immunity and hold them responsible for their crimes. Qualified immunity of police officers has been the main cause that they keep getting away with this. In Rutland, in Orange County, in Burlington, Vermont, all over the United States. We want to defund the police departments and allocate these funds to legal aid, to educate minorities and the poor of any race. It has been said that Burlington is almost Vermont, and that is true. I have gone and volunteered translating for people who are afraid to come here because they think the cops are gonna deport them. They don't know about the sanctuary laws that we have here. But outside Vermont, they are not applied. We need to defund police departments at least 50%, not 30%, or not because we don't want to hire more. We want to reduce the police departments and allocate these funds to provide housing and healthcare for them. We want to allocate those funds to educate the ignorant white person who cannot afford to continue for college education. Instead, they go to be cops or they go and join the military. We want food, not bombs. Because how are you going to pay attention in the classroom if your stomach is growling? We want to reduce the number of cops in Burlington to half or more if possible, because the more they are, the more they do the piranha attack, the piranha-style attack, where if someone is walking away, if he didn't do anything bad, the cops all jump on him because someone pointed a finger, and they all want to take a piece of him, just like piranhas do. What cops do, they get on your windpipe and on your chest, and they obstruct your breathing in that way. In the name of George Floyd, stop the piranha-style attack by cops. We want to stop and freaks of minorities by police officers. We want to require 4 years of college for any new police officers. 4 years of college. We want them to be the finest, and we want them to be nominated, not to volunteer. We want the police officers by being nominated by 10 people that knows them since they were little. We don't want bullies to be cops. We want to require extensive psychological screening of new cops, but we want this screening to include the presence of minorities with experience on personal racism. Because sociopathic cops can mimic good emotions and they can fake the psychological screenings, but not the stare of a minority. We want to reform the entire criminal system filled with sadistic deputy and district attorneys that force minorities to take plea deals under the threat of increasing years if they don't. We want way more legal aid defenders. We want to stop private-run jails. We want to free people from jail or reduce their sentences by 2/3 and be released within a month to an alternative seclusion if they need to. And finally, we want to stop media cameras from court hearings that are biased against innocent minorities that have been falsely accused, as is done in New Zealand and other countries. In New Zealand, until you are proven guilty, your name is not released. So it should be done here in Burlington. Thank you.